From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, live at 6 a.m. on this Thursday morning. There are no tornado warnings in any part of the viewing area, no severe thunderstorm warnings for any part of the viewing area. This is actually just our regularly scheduled normal 6 a.m. live Wake Up Weathercast here that I'll be doing for you this morning. It's been a long night and early morning across the Tennessee Valley, especially the Tennessee counties of our viewing area, with multiple tornado warnings, reports of damage, and at least one major tornado in Selmer, Tennessee late last night that caused several fatalities across the area. So storms have settled down. They're still out there, but they've settled down this morning. But there may be some storms later today. We'll talk about it as we go forward here in the update. Here's live Viper radar. We have the radar network looping for the past 2 hours, and you can see how the storms have tracked across the Tennessee counties. Northwest Alabama has been quiet overnight, and we still expect you to be quiet, except for maybe a stray shower or rumble of thunder. Not expecting severe storms this morning. Actually, for all of the area, the severe storm threat is settling down now. National Weather Service did extend the tornado watch in southern Middle Tennessee until 8 a.m. as just a safety precaution, but I do think the severe storm threat is winding down across the area. You see the thunderstorms training across the region. The green polygons you see pop up here in the last few frames, those are actually flash flood warnings going through the morning in anticipation for the training heavy rain after the heavy rain we had earlier in the week that will increase the risk of flash flooding across the area. But no tornado warnings currently and no severe thunderstorm warnings currently in our local viewing area across southern Middle Tennessee, northwest Alabama, or far northeast Mississippi. The Arctic Air Skycam network this morning, we're quiet in Lawrenceburg. Good morning to you guys out there. 72 degrees with a dew point of 65. Partly cloudy skies to start the day. You see some breaks in the cloud cover, but otherwise there's plenty of cloud cover still. South-southeast wind at 8 miles per hour. Slide down to the shoals on the Arctic Air Skycam network. And you can start to see a few breaks in the cloud cover as the sun gets ready to come up this morning. 74 degrees with a dew point of 68 and currently a southeast wind at 14 miles per hour across the area. Current temperatures, you can see where it rained overnight. Rain cooled air here in the 60s from Henderson to Parsons to Hohenwald to Columbia. Still in the 70s south of there. So it's going to be an easy warm up into the 80s today, where we didn't get out of the 70s overnight. Again, the dark red counties in Middle Tennessee, they're going to hold that tornado watch until 8 o'clock as just a safety precaution. But for the morning in our local area, I do think the severe storm threat is settling down since the thunderstorms still out there have gotten back in their rain-cooled air and not tapping the surface instability. But we will be watching things later this afternoon on that remnant boundary to see how things go. Now, Futurecast makes things look a little more active than what they are in reality, but this is really just heavy rain and thunder here. That lifts northward through the day, and then we'll have that stalled remnant boundary around. And after 3 or 4 o'clock, we'll have to start watching West Tennessee and North Mississippi for the possibility of a few supercells that go into the evening. They may clip some parts of our Tennessee counties, especially west of Highway 43. I'll show you the risk here in just a moment. We do have the risk of a few strong to severe thunderstorms this afternoon, roughly from about 3 or 4 o'clock on through about 10 p.m. to midnight. There could be a few warnings here for gusty winds, small hail, and maybe even a couple of tornado warnings, although that threat in our local immediate area, not too high because there will be some leftover clouds that hinder destabilization just a little bit. By 10 p.m. to midnight, everything's lifting north for the overnight as we start to see that ridge of high pressure building in across the area, setting us up to be quiet for Friday. But for today, this afternoon and this evening, there's a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather here in yellow for southern Middle Tennessee. Now, for now, they still draw it into northwest Alabama, but all the model data keeping that north of North Alabama. Still watch it just in case. You know what happened yesterday afternoon where storms got going with hail just a little bit farther south than expected. So pay attention to the low end risks here. Don't ignore them completely, but the main threat's going to be back here, especially in southern Middle Tennessee and then back in the West Tennessee and North Mississippi. Not a high threat like it was yesterday, but there could be a few warnings, maybe even a tornado warning or two. Kelly, Taylor and Chase will be here later today to track those storms with you after Ben and I get some rest. After being here all night to track the thunderstorms, I've actually been here since like 2:30, 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon nonstop and then up through the night. A few showers and rumbles of thunder Friday. I think the severe weather risk is northwest of us. Saturday, we have the main storm system coming out. I think there are supercells back in Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi Saturday afternoon that congeal together into a squall line that comes across our area overnight Saturday night into early Sunday morning. There could be a few strong to severe thunderstorms with that. That kicks out of here by midday on Sunday, if not sooner. And we get back to cooler air for a little bit next week. 80s for highs for much of us today, Friday and Saturday. 60s behind that system, maybe even some isolated upper 50s here early next week for daytime highs and morning lows next week. Not too far from the freezing mark, and there will probably be some light frost around. Your morning drive time forecast, the rain chances are going to depend on where you are. The Tennessee side of the state line, they're higher with showers and thunderstorms this morning, even though I think the main severe threat is settling down. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning from Murray County. I'll talk about that here in just a moment. The northwest Alabama side of the state line this morning, I think we're mainly quiet. Temperatures starting upper 60s and lower 70s. Your 7-day forecast here, and then I'll go to the radar. We'll talk about this new severe thunderstorm warning. Chance of strong thunderstorms this afternoon into the evening. Chance of mainly non-severe thunderstorms as we head into Friday. And then Saturday night and the early Sunday morning, we'll be watching for another round of strong to severe thunderstorms. And then the pattern shuts down. We get back to cooler air as we head into early next week. So we'll switch to links 2 and look at Viper with this new severe thunderstorm warning. This for the northeast corner up here in Spring Hill, a severe thunderstorm warning. It's technically till 6:30. It will not stay in Murray County that long. It will be in Murray County about another 10 minutes. And then it's over into Williamson County and out of the viewing area. There's the potential for some gusty winds of 50, 60 miles an hour and maybe some quarter to $half size hail. Broad weak rotation does not look like a tornado threat there. It's mainly hail and gusty winds. Again, severe thunderstorm warning technically till 6:30. Northeastern areas of Murray County, Tennessee. We'll continue to watch the situation through the day. Again, Kelly, Taylor, and Chase will be tracking storms here later today. I'll be back at 8 a.m. with another update to your forecast. And then Taylor's here at noon live with more weather updates.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.